Meta's AI chatbots were reportedly able to engage in sexual conversations with minors. Etsy is selling online music gear marketplace Reverb. And DoorDash calls Uber's lawsuit, accusing it of anti-competitive practices, a scare tactic. It's Monday, April 28th, and this is your morning tech news roundup from Engadget. Meta's AI chatbots were caught having sexual role-play conversations with accounts labeled as underage, which sometimes involved its celebrity-voiced chatbots. That's according to a report from the Wall Street Journal. In test conversations conducted by the Wall Street Journal, both the Meta AI official chatbot and user-created chatbots would engage in and even steer towards sexually explicit conversations. According to the Wall Street Journal, the fantasy sex conversations continued even if the users were said to be underage or if the chatbots were programmed as minors. Even worse, the investigation found that chatbots using the voices of celebrities like Kristen Bell, Judi Dench, and John Cena would engage in these morally questionable conversations too. The chatbots reportedly acknowledged that the fantasy scenarios described illegal behavior in some cases. According to the Wall Street Journal, the John Cena chatbot detailed the legal and moral fallout that would follow a hypothetical scenario in which it's caught by police after engaging in a sexual act with a 17-year-old. In a statement to WSJ responding to the investigation, Meta accused the report of being manipulative and unrepresentative of how most users engage with AI companions, before acknowledging to WSJ that they have taken additional measures to help ensure other individuals who want to spend hours manipulating our products into extreme use cases will have an even more difficult time of it. The world of AI chatbots has grown rapidly in the last few years, with more competition coming from the likes of ChatGPT, Character AI, and Anthropic's Claude. The Wall Street Journal report claimed that Meta's CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, wanted to loosen the ethical guardrails for a more engaging experience with its chatbots to remain competitive. However, in response to the Wall Street Journal, a Meta spokesperson denied that the company overlooked adding safeguards. The report also claimed Meta employees were aware of these issues and raised their concerns internally. Etsy is selling Reverb 6 years after it purchased the online marketplace for musical instruments. Reverb didn't say how much money is changing hands, but Etsy purchased the company for $275 million back in 2019. In its announcement, Reverb said that the investors, Creator Partners, which was founded by former SoundCloud CEO Carrie Trainer, and Servco, the owner of Fender Musical Instruments Corporation, have entered an agreement to buy the company. The marketplace will not be merging with either investor and will be privately held and independently operated like it was before Etsy's acquisition. Reverb CEO David Mandelbrot said the deal is expected to be completed in the coming weeks. He assured users that they can continue buying and selling on the platform without any disruption during the process. He also briefly talked about what the company is working on for its users, including preparing for the pilot of a new selling option that would allow people to get paid faster and to drop off their instruments locally without even needing to create a listing for them. This could help buyers who want to get their gear locally when available, or those who don't want to pay extra on top for tariffs. DoorDash is asking the court to dismiss the lawsuit filed by Uber back in February, calling it meritless and a cynical and calculated scare tactic. Uber sued the biggest food delivery provider in the U.S. earlier this year, accusing it of putting pressure on restaurants to exclusively use its services. At the time, Uber said that it heard from restaurants across the country that DoorDash was charging higher commission rates from restaurants that also sell their food on Uber Eats. It also accused DoorDash of threatening to demote restaurants in its listings if they're also available on the Uber Eats app. But in its motion for dismissal, DoorDash said Uber's lawsuit is not about protecting competition, but avoiding it. The food delivery provider asserted that Uber has been unable to offer merchants, consumers, and couriers the high-quality services that it provides, so Uber resorted to asserting baseless legal claims instead of competing on its own merits. The Superior Court of San Francisco County in California is scheduled to hear Uber's lawsuit on July 11th. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Jackson Chen and Mariella Moon and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.